All right, so you're all probably wondering why we did gather you guys here today. I know that we did initially say that we wanted to give you guys the night off because we did have something happen that was not expected, obviously. But you know what? We have a schedule. We need to do what we can to try to stick with it. So we just want to go ahead and congratulate you guys because you have made it to the regionals phase of our game. You have made it past sectionals. You've moved on to regionals, and if you're confused what that means, in Survivor's terms, I'll just say three words. Drop your buffs. We are, in fact, swapping here. Yes, we are going to have a swap. So this is how it is going to go. We're going to have two tribes of 9. Vocal Adrenaline is now dissolved. It is New Directions and Warblers. Vocal Adrenaline didn't make it to past sectionals. Unfortunately, they were in 3rd place. So New Directions and Warblers will be moving on to the regionals phase of the game. Those are the two tribes that we do have remaining. We are going to go ahead and randomize all of you onto a wheel that will determine what tribe you're on. I just ask that please refrain from talking in your chats or one-on-ones or anything until we are done with this, just because there's a lot we need to go through here. So we're just going to go ahead and get started. I'm going to pull up the wheel and we will figure out what tribe all of you are on. Okay, so we're going to start off with the Warblers here. Starting off with, all right. Yeah, we're going to start off with the Warblers, starting off with, we're gonna start off with Jen, and Jen is on. Just by a hair. Jen is, in fact, on New Directions now, so we will be adding you to there very soon. Next up, we have Jeff. Jeff will be on. Also on the New Directions. All right, so Jeff, we will be adding you there after this. Next up, we have Marcelo. Marcelo will be on. Staying on the Warblers. So yes, we will be. You will be staying there. Next up, we have Chloe. Chloe will be on. All right, Chloe will be joining Jen and Jeff onto New Directions. Next up, we are going to move on to Gianna, and Gianna will be on. The Warblers. So Gianna is, in fact, staying on the Warblers with Marcelo. Next up, we have Kia. Kia will be on. Also staying on the Warblers. All right, so next we move on to Jimmy. And Jimmy will be on. Sticking Warblers strong. So Jimmy will be still on the Warblers. Next up, we have Zach, and Zach will be on. All right, sticking on New Directions, Zach will be on there with Jen, Jeff, and Chloe. Or next up, we're going to move on to Danny, and let's see what tribe Danny will be on. All right, so Danny will be sticking on the New Directions tribe, and we move on to Topher, and Topher is going to be on. Also still on New Directions. Next, we move on to Nick, and Nick will be on. All right, Nick is going on to the Warblers, so I hope you enjoy the Warblers Blazer because you will become accustomed to it. Next up, we move on to Danielle, and Danielle will be on. All right, so Danielle is heading to the Warblers. If you're keeping track, we currently have 6 people on the Warblers and 6 people on New Directions. So that means there are 3 spots left for both. Since there will be, like I said, 9 on each tribe, we're going to move on to Jules, and let's see what tribe Jules will be on. All right, Jules will be on the New Directions tribe. We now move on to Lakin. Lakin will be on. New Directions. So with that, we have, I think, 1 spot left for New Directions, I believe, and then everyone else will be
That's correct.
on the Warblers. But we are going to move on to we are going to move on here to Jesse, and Jesse will be on. All right, so that closes up New Directions, which means Brandon, Madison, and Sam, you guys will be moving to the Warblers. So just to recap, for the Warblers, we do have Marcelo, Gianna, Kia, Jimmy, Nick, Danielle, Brandon, Madison, and Sam. And for New Directions, we do have Jen, Jeff, Chloe, Zach, Danny, Topher, Jules, Lakin, and Jesse. So that's really it in terms of the swap. Like I said, give us some time to add you all to there because there's a lot we got to do, removing you from tribe chats and such. Other than that, that's really it for today. We are going to tell you that tomorrow night's challenge is going to be a live one, so you're going to want to be there for it. We're not sure what time it's going to be yet. We will post once we do have that decided. And we also ask that in terms of idol searches, wait until midnight, please, just because we're doing a lot of, rotating in and out and such. Just wait until it hits midnight, then we can do the idol search for you guys. And other than that, that's it. You guys are pretty much free to go. And yeah, class dismissed for the time. Well, head back to class, but you know what I mean.